Welcome back. Today is a different sort of video because I thought I've got nothing to do left to the cars, so I just thought I would do a little video on me sorting my garage shed slash little unit stable thing out that I've got, that all my stuff basically sits in. Because as you can see, it's an absolute mess. So today, hopefully, I'm just going to try and organise piles of basically stuff and try and store everything a bit better so I can get to stuff when I need to. And also I need to start making a pile for the Stafford weekend. So I just thought I'd sort of do that today, as I've got nothing else to do today. So first thing we got to do is take all of this out, and we're basically just going to put it outside, see what I've got, make a pile of rubbish, pile of stuff to keep, pile of wheels, pile of dead tyres, and then that sort of thing. So let's get into this. Also, if you haven't checked out the past few videos I've been doing on the 46, basically completely changed the interior of the car. Bucket seats, harnesses, harness bar, painted the inside white. So yeah, if you haven't watched that, go and watch that, drop a like on that video. And yeah, let's get into this sort of garage tidy up sort of episode. Everything in here is pretty much been cleaned out. That was like the main corner that was covered in stuff, but none of this stuff's mine. None of from there onwards is mine. Well, this is all mine, and that pile's mine. But that's literally just scrap, pretty much rubbish that is useless, like an exhaust, arch liners, loads of bits of plastic, and that sort of thing. So yeah. Actually, now we're just going to start putting sort of stuff back in. So we're putting scrap tyres, the ones with no tyres on there basically. This area here is going to have all the scrap stuff that is useless, as in pretty much all of this stuff, this, and then like all of this stuff here. And there's a couple of bits of stuff over there. And then like spare radiators, like these. This is my girlfriend's suspension, so that can go at the back too, because she's just put coilovers in her car, so that can go at the back because that's not going to be needed. But yeah, let's kind of basically start putting stuff back in here neatly, and then I need to sort out. Actually, I'm going to keep everything outside that I'm going to be wanting to take to the Stafford weekend. So yeah, let's start putting this stuff back. We've also got to basically clear this, because this is useless how it is. And then there's like spare headlights and stuff. So yeah, let's start putting stuff back in here in a neat way so I can just get to stuff instead of having to climb through everything. So we got like the back section done, as you can see. Wheels and tyres that are pretty much useless, apart from I believe these four. Just two of the tyres are gone, but this one's good, it's a 215. This one's good, it's 245. This one's bald as a 245, and this one had a blowout on a 215, so the inside of the wheel is literally not even attached to the tyre. And then we've got all the seats and anything from basically the back of the car and then that's just scrap pile which never needs to be touched. So now we're going to sort of start making some sort of little box to take to Stafford with me, with like all the little spare parts and stuff. So we're going to put like tie rods, inners, outers, like drop links, basically most stuff that can get bent or broken. But at the moment I've only got, do this, rear, what do you call them, top mounts, drop link, them, I can't remember what they're called, spare one of them, spare inners. And then we're going to put like just all the random sort of stuff up here, like spare springs, clamps, random nuts and bolts which can go in there just in case you never know. Little self-tap. So now we're going to go through all of this like this. I know this is scrap. That's my F30 splitter, but it snapped when I drove over a curb. It's just around a bit of plastic. That's scrap. And this is just random. Sort of don't even know what that is. Just throw a load of tools in here. Cut it. Tape measure in case you've got to do some sort of like dodgy alignment. I think that's basically it for that little tub. Drive shaft we need. This can go out here. There's a couple more underneath that pile, so that can stay there. Bottle jack could be useful, so we will take that in case anything gets bent or anything. Fog lights we don't need. Just like them. It could go up there. This is all just rubbish. That is straw shot bolts, so they can go in there. I don't run them. Take the nut. Now we're going to take these coolants just in case. I don't think we will need split clamps. That can also just go there. And that I could even use. I might put this in the car. I know it's not got maps or anything, but that would allow me to run my heaters. As long, I think this is from a 46. I believe it is. So I might keep that out. But yeah, you get the picture. I'll come back to you when like this is pretty much clear. I just found these. I don't know if anyone could tell me, but they have the angel eyes in them. But these just plug straight into my car. They have these on the back. Oh, maybe this one won't. She's a bit ruined. But what do I need to make these run in my car? Do I need anything special, or I assume they're supposed to look like these? But yeah, if anyone could tell me, because if they all fit in my car, I'll probably end up putting them in my car, which is quite useful because I've always looked at these. But they have the angel eye rings, which is what I wanted in mine. So yeah, let me know. So the bench is clear. Basically now I'm just going to put the stuff like this toolbox on here. This is going to be the stuff I'm going to take to the Stafford weekend with me. Also, I've still got so much stuff out here. So much stuff. Obviously I got spare diff, shaft. I think there's 2 or 3 more shafts underneath this stuff. Radiator needs to go in there. Still got full set, 2 full sets of wheels there. Hubs and arms and everything, which I might take with me just in case. Alternator, bash bar, K-brace bar, rear anti-roll bar, front anti-roll bar, which I don't really know if I'm going to take with me. Probably not. I'll probably just take the drive shafts, the diff, maybe these, or I might just take the arms off. And then I've also got a coolant expansion bottle that I want to take off of this radiator, because that probably is quite useful to take with me, or unless I just take the whole thing, but it's probably easier just to take that. So yeah, let's take this off, get bits outside, brought in here, and then sort of go through a final thing, and then obviously you've got to tidy up all of that stuff. So yeah, good fun. So pretty much done in here now. We've got, this is basically my Stafford prep spare parts. So we've got drive shafts, hoses, coolant tanks, radiator, extended lower arm for just in case I do anything to this side, spare welded. These are, I'm going to try and take these arms off before we go. So then I've got spare lower arms, just 2 of them just in case anything does happen proper. And then that one's obviously just in case I damage that side. We've got my spare tyres. So I know it's a wet track, but I've been told by quite a few people that you can DB tyres, delaminate tyres, because there's potholes and little like drop-offs. So they're my spares just in case anything like that happens. And yeah, that's kind of it really. But for the whole shed tidy up, I've kind of tidied it up. It's better than it was. I can actually walk around in here now. Basically, we got there's 3 stacks, one there, and one over the back. That is basically all the tyres that are dead, apart from this. Well, to be fair, this stack's decent. These are just tyres, these top 4, and these 2 are the bottom of the insignia wheels, which the other 2 I've got in here because they're smaller. I've got spare headlights up there, bash bar, roll bars, K-brace, pile of rubbish. If you see anything in here that you want, I've got door cards, basically the full rear interior of the saloon, back seats of a coupe, crash bars, as you can see there's 2 of them. So if you need anything, probably message my Instagram here and we can do a deal on bits. Also got standard, I think it's just a normal E46 steering wheel. That can also go if anyone wants that. And yeah, there's also a full set of coupe wood trims in here somewhere that someone can have if they want them. But that's pretty much it. I've got 4 boxes of my girlfriend's wheels to bring in, her old wheels, and then this whole shed's pretty much done. I was going to try and paint these. I was going to do them purple because I've got a can of purple spray paint in there. But I can't be bothered with it, so they can just stay how they are. Yeah, the tyres, they're all my legalish tyres. This one's decent. This one's pretty much brand new. This one's decent. This one's pretty much brand new. And so is this one. And then these 2 are just about, but they're good enough to skid on, especially on a wet track. The only thing I've got left to do now is for the prep. I've got all my tools in the garage at home, which I need to take out, put in the boot, and then basically need to sort all of this into blue car. And I think my girlfriend's going to be driving the black one up with me just in case. Then if I need to, we can hire a trailer or something and tow the blue car home. And we might be getting a tent box too, so that could go on top of that instead of us camping, we'll just be in a tent box. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this little thing. I know it's not anything about cars, but some people enjoy this sort of thing. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, anything, whatever you fancy. What else would you take? Leave a comment. What else would you take? There you go, that's the comment. So yeah, anyway, peace.